Hello,
This
for
is
Shrimp
Tito.
News.
This is Shrimp Read.
Tonight's shrimp is the
missing
boy.
Missing boy.
Missing boy. Missing. Good evening from PANAS News. I'm Brad Niceface. Tonight's top story: a local missing boy named Mike Hartman has gone missing. The 15-year-old was last seen at Gonzaga University, where he took school. He had friends there, and he had a family that wasn't there, but they were at another place in the U.S. He's been missing for almost a whole year now, and nobody has seen him since about May of 2014. For more on the story, we go to our local newsboy, Brang Krekrlas. Brang?
Brad, is that you? Ooh, Brad. Ooh, Brad, is that? Ooh, that's you, Brad.
Thank you. Thanks, Brad. Hello, it's me, Brang Kukalikis with PNS News. I'm here with the father of the missing boy, Hartman, Business Hartman. Thanks for joining us, Business.
You're very welcome, Brang.
So your son has been missing for the better part of a year now. And how do you feel about that?
When I first found out that my boy, my sweet berry boy, was missing, it hit me really hard, and it was very hard for me to do my business, which next to my sweet boy is the most important thing. It's all about the business. You got a business it up.
That must be very difficult for you. How have you been coping with your tragic loss of your son?
My best coping mechanism has been to keep it together and to not ever show weakness. I will never cry for my son's missingness, but I will feel it on the inside.
What were some of your fondest memories of the young boy?
My fondest memory of him was one time we were doing some business together, and we were making some graphs and some charts and tables, and he looked up at me and he said, "Business father, one day I want to be just like you and be business." And I said to my business son, "You cannot say anything else that would make me a prouder father."
And what do you remember was the last thing that you said to him?
The last thing I said to my sweet business boy was, go out there and do your business, but never go missing, because it would be very hard for me to deal with that. It would break everyone in the world's heart, and everyone in the world would miss you, and everyone in the world would have to look for you, and that would halt business.
Only things like that are said between a father and his son. If you could see him today, what would you say?
If I could see my sweet Mike Hartman today, I would tell him that Hyrule is in danger, and when you just sit there and you don't vicariously save Hyrule through Link, you're a monster and you're letting Ganondorf win.
That was a beautiful sentiment. Next, we're gonna send things off to. We're gonna send them off to our other reporter on the streets, Ram Diskins. Ram, are you there? Ooh, yeah, Ring. Brang. Okay, Brang. Thank you, Brang. Hello, Ram Dinkins. I'm here with two of his friends, Mike Hartman's friends, that is. With me today, we have Michael Montre and Sham Burns. Boys, it's a little warm in here. Do you mind if I take my jacket off? Excellent. Just a moment, please. Thank you, gentlemen. So today I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about Mike Hartman, and maybe you can tell me a little about him, what your friendship with him was like, those sorts of things. So let's start things off with you telling me what your favorite thing about the boy was. Yeah, wow, those are some khakis. I'm Sham Burns. Just got back from the Turks and Caicos, where I got an A in every single course I took to add on to my 4.0 honors Hogan GPA. My favorite thing about the sweet missing boy is that he always went out into the sun with me, whether it would be to rescue some turtles or go for a skinny dip with just me and him. He would always be willing to do that. Wow, I can see why he was so likable. Now why don't you tell me maybe what your least favorite thing about him was, and why that is. Least favorite thing about this son. I don't have a least favorite thing. Yeah, that would be really irritating. I agree. So you all went to Gonzaga University. Gonzaga University together. What was Mike Hartman like as a student? Well, as a student, I never really saw Mike Hartman because I was always in my honors or Hogan or advanced knowledge classes, but I imagine he was probably pretty good at studenting. Yeah, sounds like it. So if we have time for one more question, why don't you tell me, if you don't mind, what you would say or do to him if you saw him right today? If I saw Mike Hartman today, I would give him a big daddy bear hug, a big dad kiss me dad, and I would tell him to never go missing again, and to never betray his friends by leaving the earth for this long. And that's it. All right, that is a great answer. Thank you for the time, and thank you for the meeting. Let's go back to the studio with back to the studio to join Brad, Niceface, to wrap up the segment. Brad? Thank you, Rangs Dipskin. Well, that about concludes our segment on Mike Hartman. If you have seen this lovable, and lover of a boy, please contact anyone on Earth, because the whole Earth is looking for him, and the whole Earth misses him. Signing out, as always, Brad Niceface with PNS News. Thank you.